Hello and welcome the dear community. Welcome to the Sky Network Show. This is me, Sandeep here. your host today. And today it's going to be me. We will be working on specifically season 3, episode 30 of the Sky Network show. And we have Richie joining us, and we can add him. Hello, Richie. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the season 3, episode 30. So
Hey
that's a
everyone, thanks for having me. Season 3, episode 30. It's a
yeah.
lot of shows there, Sandeep.
Definitely, lot of shows, a long time, a lot of hard work. Uh, as you can see, like today is 25th of October, and in 2 days, on Monday, we will be celebrating our second anniversary of our Genesis block. So it will be exactly 2 years since we are operational with our main net, and the sky ecosystem is started and now it is booming, and the whole evolution of the project with the community and the web3 ecosystem in general, right? So this is a remarkable moment, and we'll be witnessing that on Monday with a lot of great news. I think Richie is having some internet issue. Let me get him back. Yeah, Richie, you're back. As
Sorry
I
for
was
that.
saying, no worries, man. So as I was saying, this is a great opportunity and a great moment for everybody who who have been associated with secure chain since the start, or those who started in between, and each and every community member. It is a great moment, and everyone deserves a great news. And so that is the reason we are celebrating the second anniversary with a lot of new things. But one thing for sure, Richie, is that season 3 of the Sky Network show will be ending today, and this would be the last episode of the season 3 actually.
It's the last episode. Crazy.
But that doesn't mean that the show is gonna stop, right? That is never gonna stop. Every Saturday 2 p.m. UTC sharp, we are gonna come back, and we are gonna talk about the Sky Network and our what we did in the past week and what we are gonna be doing in the next week, as always. But the main focus of the season 4, which we would start from the next Saturday onwards, that is gonna be the star of the show will be Coin Mask, and we'll be also going more in the details of the Coin Mask, the way it works and the kind of things we it has evolved in. So, and also it would be a great way to educate community, right, on what it is and how it works, and exactly how everybody can interact with the Coin Mask, and how Coin Mask benefits the Sky Network, and etc etc, the whole system. But we'll all do that in the third year of our operations. Before we go there, on Monday, we are going to be having a very important and a surprise listing. Um, so that is some. So again, this is going to be a listing announcement, not exactly the listing of the coin. uh, so makes that is one great amazing news which community has been waiting to hear from a long time. So that is also one great news which we would be getting on Monday. So Richie,
Nice.
really excited, and yeah, a lot of things ahead.
Yeah, I can't wait to use CoinMask and to explore that with everybody and go through the different features and how to use it safely and the rest.
Yeah.
It's a long time coming. You guys been working hard at building out this web wallet, and it looks like it's working great. So I can't wait for us to go through that. And especially for Monday as well. That's anytime there's a listing, brings new people to the community, brings new volume and the rest. So I'm excited to see where that listing is, and I guess we'll all find out together on Monday.
Yeah, even I don't know, Richie. Okay, so
That's it.
that's how we best kept
That's
secret it is.
secretive.
Yes, because it is like this is something which the community has been waiting for last 2 years, and it's not that we were not we wanted to go make sure that we take this decision at the right moment, and that is the reason we wanted to go 100% decentralized first before we go on centralized exchange. So for example, right
Exactly.
now, the 90% of the total supply of the Sky mainnet is with the community. So right now it is really community owned. Now when we go to centralized exchange, the scenario is totally different than it was before. We didn't went through that chasing one exchange after another exchange listing to gain the people and just generate revenue. Instead, we built CoinMask first, which is a fully decentralized system which allows uh, our project to run decentrally, operate, execute, do the tasks, allow community members to be part of day-to-day operations of the network, right? And that's something very close to our community as well. So Richie,
Which is
this is
important, very important, right? Like the more we've said it several times before, the more decentralized we can get, and the ability for all these tokens and coins to be held by the community, then you have a truly community-led project, right?
yeah,
Because the majority of the supply is not in our hands, the developers and the founders, it's in the
yeah,
community's hands. And now they can do what they want with it, right? The price, the action, all that is the community is dictating that and influencing that, and not the actual founders and the people running the project in the background, which is what you want, right? You want organic, you want community led, and building organic communities over time, and not something that's manipulated like many other chains have been in the future, in the past. Sorry, it's extremely important, and I'm glad you guys have taken that step forward, and you guys have achieved that high percent of decentralization with the majority of the coins being held by the community members.
yeah, and that's a really big step. And like with this coin mask, like last week I did announced XAU, the XAU USD spot utility token. So basically it's not a security token, it's not a stable coin, but it is a new type of smart contract based treasury system, which is a decentralized system again, where um, let me show you. Yeah, so right now this basically we have a treasury which manages the minting of the CM gold, which is again back, like it is done by the smart contract. And the way it works is it manages, so it gets funding to, so XAU only gets minted when the value of to like it has liquidity has been added to the this one. And the way it helps is it helps us distribute rewards from the coin mask, where there is a 5% sell tax on CM token on Sky mainnet. And with the help of all those a lot of activity, as you can see here, on coin mask, we can see that every day, if you would see the liquidity and the volume. I think, let me check the volume, right? Okay, I think we need 1 week, right? So if you'll see the weekly volumes also, sorry, these are the daily volumes also. Uh, it is generating that 5% tax revenue, which is going to the minting of the CM gold. So that can be, so it is kind of a utility token where the utility of the CM gold is, so it can be distributed as a rewards to in the like the leaders and those who are working day to day in the operations of the network, right? For example, those leaders who have, we have McNeil, we have so many contributors in the community who are actively participating in the the welfare of the secure chain and the Sky network. And I think they should also be rewarded, right, Richie? So that is how we have created the system. What do you think about
So
it?
to recap that, every time the fees accumulate 1 ounce of gold, you guys create one. It's not quite a stable coin, but you create
Yes,
one of those coins or tokens. Sorry, that is an equivalent of 1 ounce of gold in price. Correct?
correct.
Okay. There's no actual buying or selling of gold in this process. It's just pegging the token to the gold price.
Yes, there is no, yeah,
Okay.
there is no buying and selling of the gold with this. This is not a pegged token like that. It is just the value because it is managed, also as it is actively managed token, right? So there is a treasury which continuously manages the price of the token with the XAUC USD spot price. So
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, and it
No,
manages
cool.
the liquidity by itself. The whole smart contract works beautifully, and this is one of the innovations which actually Yogesh and our team had worked on before. To build the smart contracts, which allows the block networks to bring the top 20 and top 50 assets to be working on the EVM networks like Sky Network, right?
Yeah, it's almost an example of a wrapped asset, right? It
Exactly.
is an
Yeah.
example of a
These
wrapped
are
asset.
all. Yeah. It is. You can take it as an example of the wrapped asset. So, all right, guys. Um. All right. Yeah, I think we are going to have an AMA section at the end of the show, so we'll take the questions in the chat. You can feel free to add the questions in the chat. We'll take it at the one point in time. Sorry, Richie, I got it distracted. But yeah, so the way CM Gold and CoinMask is powering the community, it's really great to see, Richie. And for example, so if we go to the bridge, we can see this example in the live. So for example, here you can see that at the start of the project, we the total supply of the Sky was 700 million distributed over three networks: 500 million Sky mainnet, 100 million on Sky BSC, 100 million on Sky Ethereum. Now, after 2 years completing, when we are completing the 2 years of the project, right now the total supply of the Sky is, we have already bought back and burned 100 million from the Sky BSC. We have already bought back and burned 100 million from the Sky ETH. Now the total supply is only Sky mainnet, that is 500 million, and in that also, due to the deflationary nature of the Sky, we have already burnt more than 20 million Sky. So also in recent days, if you will see in last past like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, uh, because we have a 2% burn in the bridge, and because of this our beautiful arbitration system, this creates an opportunity for traders on our network as well, right? So because of this bridge, we have been able to burn so many Sky as well, which adds to the deflationary nature of it. So right now, if you see, and also this is just showing on the Sky mainnet, or we have Sky on all 8 networks, and it keeps getting on that as well, which accumulates in the Sky mainnet, and it gets burnt every like quarter or something, like we did last 1 month back. Now we might be doing it this like on Monday also with the anniversary. So this would add in another maybe couple of million to the burn, which would bring the total supply of the Sky project down to like 478 million something now, or 77 something. I don't know, something in that range. So that is amazing, Richie. Like the way it is burning, man. Um,
Yeah, you guys all know my views on burn mechanisms and deflationary tokens and coins. So I think that this is one of the best ways that a developing group, any project can give to their community is by making a deflation.
Correct.
So over that, it's going to add value, same or increases, and that supply keeps coming down. 20 million coins of a low cap amount of coins being 400, 500 million, correct?
Correct.
Significant
Yeah.
amount. So in, so
Yeah.
when 500 million burn, and then offset of that, that's going to push the value up, value up. So that's not actually is standing to have their currency. Move support your community. glad I said that. Uh, Also, for making involved uh, with the Sky community one day. So, yeah,
Yeah, definitely, Richie. That's amazing to hear. And also this is what makes the difference between the like in the future, not today, but future Sky, like 10 years down the line, price of the Sky to being in the range of $100 or in the range of $1,000. That is the difference of the burn, right? And that is
to get there, right? So if a
yeah,
token has 100 supply or 1 quadrillion supply, for example, the chances of that price point ever getting to $1, $10 is very low because the market cap would have to be in the billions of dollars to justify
correct.
that, and many people don't justify any assets at that high, right?
Yeah.
The lower cap gives you guys the ability to
Yeah, and we will be $1
because the
in
lower
just like a
market cap
billion.
would be.
Yeah, and like we will reach $1 in just 1 billion market cap probably, right? Um, yeah,
Well, less than
like
that.
four
A
seventy
billion
million.
would make
Yeah,
you guys $2
$2.
or
Yes,
something,
yeah,
right?
yeah. And just imagine, like we have already reached 100x from the day we started in 2 years, right? We started with 004, like so four, like 00004, and now we are at 002, and we are good and growing, and we have a good ecosystem working, working projects, thriving community, and passionate community also. And also the best thing is we have failed so many times, like we know how to fail also now. That is the best part of it, right? Because it's been 2 years, we have seen each and everything. Okay, we have seen hacks, we have seen bridge, we have seen issues with the mobile apps, we have seen issues with the wallets. We have been through that. We have perfected our system, and now it is ready for the production. Like it's doesn't matter if the value is like $5 or 500 million. Blockchain is a ready thing. It doesn't matter to a blockchain once it is tested and working well in the environment. And that is how like this is a beautiful analogy I learned from the Bitcoin, right? Because this is how the Bitcoin was born. It was not born. It was not done by the Satoshi Nakamoto only. It was done by the developers who kept building and kept cracking and kept contributing to the project. And that's how the actual project works, whether you like it or
No
not.
project when it starts is perfect. It takes a
Yeah,
lot of work, iteration, and building out and fixing problems and adding things to it, and then fixing problems you just added to it. These are all things that happen organically over time, and it's not something that is done in one day within the first try, right? Everyone tries their best to make sure that we do as much to mistakes, but then and things happen. So the ability
yeah,
to, as I say, when you get knocked down, get back up, um, not get back, become stronger after it, not less. That's extremely, that shows a dedicated team. Many teams, when something happens, they can just say, let's go walk away because it takes a lot of, and a lot of what do you call it? Not pick for everybody. Now it's better than it was before the ever happen, right? So you need a team that's dedicated, going to fold when something gets difficult, that they're going to double down and work harder after it. So yeah, I commend you guys on that, and I commend you guys on almost 2 years now of putting something together for the community that is completely held by the community. Right? It's a great milestone. It's a great achievement by you guys and the team, and I look forward for the third, fourth, and fifth anniversary of Sky.
yeah. And I remember at the start when I used to say that, okay, Rome wasn't built in a day. Wait, just keep on working. People were like, okay, all the projects were like, their projections were like, okay, in 3 months we'll do this, 6 months we'll do this, 1 year we'll do this, and we were like, okay, we keep building. Our fundamentals is very simple. We keep building utility, because end of the day, utility is what is going to drive the ecosystem. Okay, and just keep building on the values of democracy and decentralization, and that's it. and just be sustainable. Think about like 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, not in like months. that that's how it works, right? It takes
And
time
that's
because
where a lot of projects go wrong. Is
yeah,
they look at something as for the next three
yeah, yeah.
months, but they're
Everybody's
not
like,
looking
okay,
long. How are we going to
4 year
get past this
cycle,
month
this
still?
cycle, that one. Yeah, somebody are reaching for earth season, somebody are reaching for this bull run, that bull run.
Yes.
But see, these are all okay. That is part of the strategy. That is fine. I'm not saying against it, but end of the day, what's real time that works, and what is sustainable, that cannot, like, no trends can change the sustainable thing. Like, it always keeps on growing. That's how the like 50 percentage of gas fees gets burnt in the sky network, right? And that is not something which is ever gonna stop. As long as the network is alive, the deflationary mechanism is gonna be there, and that is always gonna give value to the community and those who are holding it, right? And that's the beauty of it. And when you are holding, when you are getting some value, that is the time you can ask somebody else to join yourself, right?
Yeah, and that's the difference between a project. Sorry, a project that lasts a few months or a project that lasts years. Right.
Yeah.
For forward and not just what's coming next. Look what's down the line and structure their project to accomplish that. That's very important in this
Yeah,
ecosystem.
and definitely, also we are the best part is like the team, right? Because we are actual developers. It's not that okay, we are gonna pay somebody and get something done and all those things. No, we are the developers. We have been doing this thing since 2017 and been here, done that, worked on like hundreds of projects. We have gained the insights and learned the way the industry operates. What are the, like, we have learned from the failures of others, and we also learn from our failures every day. So that's part of the industry. But so we have been perfected ourselves, and end of the day, for any network, if there is a developers, and if they are building utilities, this nothing can stop it, right, Richie?
It's your ability to adapt, to evolve over time.
Yeah,
You devolve and you become irrelevant. So at our pace and time, it's you guys having an ability for your team to be so prevalent in the space and to work on so many other different contracts and token launches and dexes and all the other things that your team is involved in and great at, right? Um, you guys don't see the impact that Ether Authority and Sandeep and Yogesh and the team has on the industry as a whole, because you guys
yeah,
have been working on so many different projects and helping so many different people launch their dexes, their swaps, their bridges, their smart token contracts, all of that. Um, it's the impact you guys will have in the next few years over the whole crypto space is massive, because you're literally innovating the space through so many different channels, including SCAI at the same time. And that knowledge that you guys accumulate over time, right, by doing that is so valuable to me, because of see what other people, how they fail, how they don't fail, what's successful. And then you can implement that and add that and give that to your community as a whole, in knowledge and in actual practical application. So it's extremely important, and you guys are at the forefront of it. You guys are at the cutting edge of what's new in crypto. So you guys always stay ahead of the curve,
yeah.
right? Staying ahead of the
Yeah,
curve. So
we
it's
have a
so
great
important.
research team, man. I really respect our research team like anything, and the time they have spent. Like today, I had a call with. I wanted to dedicate this success of a network to every member who has contributed, right? So in time these were down, or well, there were attacks on the our mobile applications. There were so many things happening, and all those people has contributed. It's not like one person's job. It's not done by any, like, a corporate or anybody. It is really community who has actually created this ecosystem and created this beautiful network, right? Yeah. Yeah. So let me just take you to the Sky Army, and let's see community how the Sky Army is doing. Because right now I have started seeing that there are many legitimate projects which have started working on Sky Army. There are so many people building projects on Sky Network. So many, and also all those liquidities are locked, so that creates our TVL to, takes us quite literally, like when we get listed on DeFi Llama, probably very soon. But when we get listed, like it will be a sight to see, right, Richie? What is it? Like,
Times, and I think also can just benefit the community at that point in time. So we're all here to mystery one is as well. Yeah, all great steps forward, all great milestones to the progression and success of the network.
definitely. Also, just to clarify everybody that okay, now I think it is a right time, Richie, that we move to the Q and A, like aim or like Q and A part, because there are so many questions which will take some time. But so before we move there, I just wanted to let the community know that a listing which we were talking about. This is not about the Grovex listing which we are going to be doing, because that is as per the plan, and we are just waiting for the GRX, both of our team to be ready for the listing. But on Monday, we are going to be announcing one more additional exchange listing, because you know Grovex was not accessible to all the community members, from those who were from the China or those who were from the Turkey. They were having some issues or something, it was not available. So I thought, okay, we will not be listing only on one exchange. Instead, we will be listing on two exchanges. Right? Reggie?
What's better than one? Two.
Yeah. I mean, I had to find some way, right? I wanted to make sure that every community member has the accessibility of the, like,
100%.
see, when we were on the text, we went to multi network, because every networks community also should have a fair opportunity in participating in Sky ecosystem. The same thing yeah.
Extremely important when you want to have an ecosystem that's not just you on an island.
Yeah,
You want to be able to other communities and to bring
true, true.
those future. So I think we've gone all we've got several years where we have these cult or I am with big Ethereum, I am with XRP or whatever your coin is or your network of choices, and you're stuck in that network and not able to utilize any other networks, right? I see the future of crypto being multiple blockchains used for their strengths. Some are faster, some are slower and more secure. Some have like digital gold, like Bitcoin, for example, right? There's no perfect solution right now, an end all blockchain for all blockchains. And at this point in time, we have to lean on the strengths and the weaknesses for all chains for specific use cases, right? So if you want gaming, it has to be a fast blockchain that's relatively cheap in fees, or else it won't work for gaming, right? It'll be expensive and slow. That's not
True,
what you want. You
true.
want a game that works fluently, right? But if you're storing value, you want the blockchain that is stand the test of time like Bitcoin, that can store value like gold. So this is not a one solution fits all. It's a multiple solution fits all. Because right now you don't use just one application, or everyone uses just iOS or Android, right? Everyone has different preferences and choices. And that's why all these different blockchains are choices. And you as a user, as a community member, have to decide what blockchain you'd like to use for what use cases. And there's no one solution fits all, right? So we shouldn't act like we're a one solution fits all either. We should open this up to everyone and let them choose whatever preference they'd like for the use case they want to use it for.
Yeah, definitely, and that is also, see, Richie, we have had the vision for the network, and that is the reason we have added the gasless transaction option in Sky Network, which is you can never find that option in any network, right? That you can actually create a transaction with a zero gas. Can you do it anywhere?
No, I don't know off the top of my head.
The reason is because, like, for example, Ethereum has this problem. When Ethereum reaches 4,000, 4,500 something, then the gas fees go so high, and it kicks up the mechanism which makes sure that, okay, uh,
Ethereum is more of a scalability issue, right?
yeah,
When they have so many transactions on that network, they're a gigantic network, an ecosystem,
yeah, we
and then
we have
everyone's trying to go through a
ITPS
small
option.
door at the same time. Exactly.
Yeah,
So you guys have gotten around that. Ethereum has had stumbling points because of the scalability of their consensus and having too
correct.
many transactions coming at the exact same time, making a gigantic line of people trying to all get their transactions through a small door, and the bouncer saying who get in first, right?
Yeah. So,
Um,
for example, like,
Hopefully they'll
right
resolve
now,
it.
our Sky, we are doing what, 3 second block, right? So we
Yep,
should be able to fit in what, 360,000 transaction in one block. Yeah,
amazing.
that's like.
Which is scalable, right? Like we've talked about the scalability thing for so long
Again, we can
that I
also
think
recently, actually, our research team told me that they are ready with the platform which can automatically deploy layer 2 on Sky network,
exactly,
with all the everything, like, just one click solution, and you have a layer 2 network on Sky. And I was like,
exactly.
okay, that's amazing, guys.
But we don't
Great
need
work.
it
Yeah.
yet. The
I was like, yeah.
scalability is there.
Yeah, yeah. And but yeah, we can probably put it on, like, a BNB is now $1,000. We can put it on
Right?
BNB or some other. Yeah, yeah. There's always going to be use
Think
cases
about that.
because we are,
So
and
what
that
you
is
guys
also
can
one
do with
reason
that
we get.
now,
Yeah, quite Ritika.
what I was supposed to say, what you guys could do with that now is wrap BNB, wrap Ethereum, wrap Bitcoin, right? Have a layer two solution on Sky Network to
Yeah,
trade those back and forth and do commerce and the rest. And then when you
yeah,
want to settle on the actual chain, you do a chain transaction at that point, right? That just solidifies the milestone, the benchmark, whatever you want to call it, at that point in time.
yeah,
And then you trade again on layer two, and then you consolidate that again and have that on the chain. Give the ability for people to trade these assets without the high fees, without all these limitations by their possible scalability issues. Layer two solves that and then interacts with
yeah.
the main chain periodically. So what you
Yeah.
guys have there is a solution for other chains, right? That you can do on the Sky network.
Yeah, but also on top of it, see, layer two doesn't stop there, Richie. I'll tell you, because see, our research team is really good at layer two right now. Okay, we have recently got some great talent in there, where they came up with a solution where a layer 2 network which can work on chain off chain hybrid, to actually do the task offline, like, so you can make the transactions offline when you don't have internet, and still it gets, as soon as the transactions come into the effect, like, contact with the other devices, or I mean, I don't know their uh, algorithm exactly, but it works. That's what matters end of the day. So you can make transaction, and again, it is all encrypted with the all same layer 2. Because of the layer 2, everything is there on the layer 1 blockchain as well, and the whole ecosystem
As
works
long as you
without.
keep
Yeah,
So, if I'm not mistaken, as long as you keep the account of who holds what, so think of like a closed loop system. There's 100 coins, and you keep track of every single coin and who has what coin, and it's
yeah,
only then updated once periodically, once an hour, once a day, once a month, whatever you choose to do it. And then at that point, you just say, okay, well, here's the end result. This
yeah,
person has this many coins, that person has this many coins, and then it starts again. Now we can between each other between little circle, for example,
hmm,
and then just periodically update the chain
yeah,
by who had what at what time when we updated that chain.
yeah. So basically what we can do is, like, there is something called, um, like, duly signed transactions, okay, which we leverage to create this novel approach where things can move other than internet. and it can still work. Like for example, you and me, where we made somewhere, we can change it across the, like just a speaker or a voice or multiple channels. You can just simply transfer and interact with two wallets, can interact with each other. Okay, and
So
when any one of that wallet will get the internet, that will add those transaction onto the layer 2 network, and layer 2 will end of the day transaction, put the transaction on layer 1 as well. So that is like how this, it has security is guaranteed, like double spending cannot happen, and all those things are covered. Yeah, with the,
so you basically opportunity to privately together without using
yeah,
internet, as long as they're relatively close in proximity.
yeah,
And
as
then
long as they have a communication channel.
exactly,
Right.
that's
It's
great.
your
That's
their
really great.
choice.
Yeah.
It's
So
like
we need
they don't have to
solutions like that.
choose the internet. They can have their own choice of channel.
Exactly. So now you can have, for example, a flea market. You go there, you're able to transact between each other, and nothing is on chain other than the result of what happened at the end of that day. So
Yeah.
you can trade between each other. I want to buy an apple, I want to buy a loaf, and the
Yeah.
exchange of funds go back and forth in that flea market or that card trading club or a poker game, for example. And at the end of the day, that goes on is the end result and who holds what at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly. Like somewhat similar. It's not exactly that. It is a lot different and much more complex. But yeah, it does work like that somewhat. But yeah, I mean, it really makes a lot of it really makes easy for the users to transact with Sky, and or transact on Sky network, right? They don't have to be reliant on internet only, so that also uh, makes the Sky a robust network which can work without internet at the times they, if they have the right tools, right?
And that's one of the biggest pain points of block control. Is what do we do?
Yeah,
So we have to find these, give people the interest now, and you still have this option. And when it comes back on, which it will eventually, uh, still that on the main chain.
yeah,
And lose that problem,
yeah. So
which
layer
now
2 are
you can
not
now
just
take
for,
that and put
yeah, so my point was that like layer 2 is not just for the scalability only. Like people has explored it for the scalability, it is good, but we have explored it with this innovation. Like it's totally like, why I thought, why not take this approach?
yeah, no, it's great. That's a big step forward and a very groundbreaking update. And
Yeah,
kudos to your research team that's and your uh, development team that thought of this, brought it to fruition, and made it a reality.
yeah.
Right.
It's like still
So
in the
no,
develop, like it's still in the research phase. It's not yet developed already, but I mean, idea-wise and the kind of technical issue problems we are solving, I think we are good to go. I mean, I really love the idea.
it first takes a vision before you can come up
Yeah,
with a
yeah,
solution. Right. Being
definitely.
able to take a problem, envision a solution, and then put it into practical, see how to make it, right? See
Yeah, yeah,
the house before it's built, and then build the house with the vision of the next step, right?
yeah.
We should always be looking forward and looking for the next 2 or 3 steps and envisioning what we're
True.
going to do before we get to those steps. So that's what you guys are doing now, right?
Yeah,
Kudos on you guys. I know the team on that side, and it's one of those things that like it's only a matter of time, right?
yeah. Yeah, and also like Richie, this makes an amazing time for everybody to join the ecosystem as well, right?
Of
Because with the
course.
coin mask now we have a very robust referral system, right? So it's like and also that has been created by keeping in mind that the like community members can actually take the real benefit of it, while making, while they can actually onboard their closed ones, and join this revolution. So they can simply just probably they can scan the QR code on the
Coin math.
CoinMask QR code we have on the stream as well, or that is a by default invite link, and they can go to docs.coinmask.org to see the kind of the way the project is working. And if you see right now, we just have a 300 active stakers, okay, and we have almost like $400,000 worth of total value locked on CoinMask in just 1 month, okay.
That's great.
So
That's very good.
this is not a small task, and
No,
people
that's
are,
very
yeah,
big.
yeah, this is the CoinMask treasuries balance, okay. So they are doing great. There's a huge nice liquidity on there, and the way the staking works is like, you get 0.33% per epoch. One epoch is 8 hours, okay. uh, this is a really nice approach, and what you get is like, here is how you can get the network rewards. Like for example, so when you join somebody like on the DAO network, you can get like three types of rewards. Like one is the staking rewards, one is the network rewards you get depending on the your network, the kind of referral network you have created. And on top of it, this is how you, like for example, when you uh, reach the milestones, you also start getting the DAO, yeah, like governance rewards. And also these are the people who gets to uh, take part in day-to-day operations of the Sky network as well, because they are also invested, and everybody is see really working on the project's growth. And that's always the hardest part, right? Also, the best part is the whole project is like the smart contract base, and kind of decentralized in a way that it can be really used by anybody who knows. So for example, if there is right now we have a good, very nice depth, okay. But for example, if you don't have a dep also, uh, user should be, so this is the kind of the way dep works right now. Let me see if it works. Okay, let me connect my wallet, then we can see the business, again, this is a public. So uh, like a root wallet, developer wallet, so that wallet does not take part in the, like it does not execute any trades. Basically, it does not stake or anything or claim any rewards. Those rewards stay in the pool. But the best part is like, yeah, that gets also again converted to XAU and given to the, well, distributed to the people who are taking part in the day-to-day DAO operations. So yeah, I mean, all in all, Richie, if you see, like in 2 years, we have done a really good job. Like we have got all the infrastructure ready. We have really nice and working bridge. Okay, we have a good exchange.
Just over and over
That
again.
is,
Sorry.
yeah. Go ahead, Richie.
Let's ask this over and over. It's people see the end result of all these. So they see after the everything, the months and months and hard point uh, accomplished there, right? Able to build these tools and these hours and days, months of just work, uh, times till the morning. Uh, that's not a lot of times. There's a lot of just how much it took to build out all these apps and tools. Ultimately leads to the success, the hard work, and what there is, right? These coin mask, all of it. So it's a this accomplishment for you guys, and you can all work. Team deserves congratulations in the beginning. I'm thinking, so you guys are in the background, so we're bring out the future.
Hello. Hey, I think I was on mute, and yeah, I made a mistake again. Richie, you're there?
Yeah, here you me.
And I've been talking for quite a long. I was actually not on this tab, right? So I was showing the screen of the coin mask. So I thought, okay. But anyway, no problem. Let me just.
And
Yeah, no, it was my mistake. I was on mute. Uh, up to where did you heard?
before you start to demo,
Okay, yeah.
that's
All right. Okay. Yeah. So, all right. So you can definitely scan the QR code in the stream, and you can go to the CoinMask tab and just scroll around. Go to the docs.coinmask.org, so you can see the infrastructure and the architecture of the project. Go to the Sky Network, Secure Chain AI. Make sure to join in your Telegram. Okay. Nicole, regarding the CoinMask wallet update, this is something like it stings me also to not have an update ready. But the problem is we are working on it, and because we started from the scratch to start building the new wallet because of so many dependencies which stopped there was a version issue, and we didn't wanted to, because we wanted to make sure that we are future ready. So for the next version it can take some more time, but it would not take more than a quarter, because the one app which we are like the next wallet which will come, it will be something amazing to see, because we want to be perfect before we go for the next iteration. But let me just take the question of crypto invoker, that regarding the Sky's next version, yes, we are having the new version getting ready. And actually, the thing is, it is gonna already have analytics.securechain.ai inbuilt into the DEX. So that is for that reason. Right now, we have already deployed the new subgraph, so probably it can take like a 2 week, max to max. I would try next Saturday if we have it, but if we don't have it, maybe one Saturday from now. I think no, next Saturday we are gonna be busy with the season 4 episode 1, so it will be available in the season 4 episode 2. Okay, so 2 weeks from now you can use the new text. I think I have already took most of the questions. Any other question, Richie? Do you have any question?
no, my side, I think we're waiting to see our eyes for Monday and launch and details to the
Yeah,
thing.
definitely. All right, everyone. Wishing every one of you a very happy weekend and a productive week ahead. First of all, I'm really excited. We'll try to have a fireside chat on Telegram on Monday. So uh, make sure to join in. We'll also be meeting next Saturday, 2 p.m. UTC sharp. So as usual, but Monday also we will be celebrating together our anniversary, and yeah, we'll be just make sure to stay tuned and join the Telegram group and stay active on Telegram, and feel free to ask questions, guys. Okay, the project is all about the values of democracy and decentralization, and keep building. That's it. Just keep building new and new utilities every week, and that's how we'll reach there. Right, Richie?
Yeah, thanks for having me once again. Ask questions, participate as much as you possibly can. The only way this best represents the community is by you guys staying active. With that, I look forward to seeing you again. Enjoy your weekend.
All right, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.